was in gym class. I was playing soccer, kickball. Now, this kid, Paul, black kid, really muscular for his age. Uh, he, he got held back a couple of times, or one or twice, in his grade. Playing kickball with him, and he had the ball, and I went up against him. I wasn't that great in kickball or soccer or whatever. I took the ball from him or something, and he got mad. And so he was uh, he had muscles, and he took his hand and he put it on my face like that. I reached out and grabbed his arm, and I don't have really strong wrist muscles. That's the wrist. I couldn't remove his hand from my face. Dean Dean Piper. One time, Dean Piper was in Mr. Acker's class. Mr. Acker's class, the whole Willow Run High School, I slept through it. Tried to go in different groups and try to blend in. You know, Mr. Acker had us do reports, a book report, or a newspaper report. Read an article on the news, a rabbit hole. Read an article on the news, do a report on it. That was when the story. That's when a story falls into. Um, I watch. I'm a visual learner. I'm not great. I'm not the greatest in the world reading newspapers. I watched something on the economy. It was my only time. I haven't really studied the economy or anything. I'm not claiming to be a genius in the economy, but I wrote a paper on it from watching something in the news about the economy. I got an A on it, not an A plus, but an A on it, and the fellow students had a fit. They were mad. You gave Kevin an A? Give Kevin an A. Vaughn Acker, which his son went to Chelsea schools. He lived in Chelsea, but we were in Rural Run, Ipsy. He told the class, "You want to read his paper?" No, no. Mohammed, black guy, black kid. They all had a fit. How dare someone give Kevin a good grade? Well, I was inspired after seeing that, and I got that A. I was inspired. Something went right in my. I was excited about learning at that point, at that time, because I understood it. The paper I wrote, I knew it. I understood it. It brought it home in the paper. When I wrote it, it's one of those papers I wrote it, and then I brought it home at the end of it. It was a really well written paper, even though I'm not great in grammar. Same class, Dean Piper. I'm going in. I'm going into class, and Dean's at in the door. In the door, I walk past him and bump him accidentally. Little, he's not a fighter. He's not big. He was on the baseball team. He was part of the Ben Rhodes, Sean Knapp, or Rick Stickler. Well, Rick was on another school, but that was Little League. Um, this little guy, he broke my heart. I went past him, bumped him a little bit, and just kept going. He said, "I can't stand him." I heard it. I turned around. Look, he was standing with his girlfriend. was standing with his girlfriend. I looked at him in the door. Just looked at him like, really? Well, he knew I was strong. They all knew I was strong. He just shut up. And that wasn't what I was really looking for. I was looking for um, something about caring for me. He, Instead, he was just intimidated because I was a strong guy. After I looked at him, I just, and he didn't have the right response. I turned around and went on with my day. Didn't think nothing of it. It kind of broke my heart right there that he thought of me that little. His girlfriend and him knew I could easily break him apart, but that's who cares if you're strong? What does that prove? If you're badass, if you're Mike Tyson, you can beat up everybody. Okay, so what? But my heart was broke because he was on our baseball team. I was Scott on the team. They asked, "What's your name? What do you want us to call you?" Scott on the team. They all took offense to it. The reason why, Scott Free, Great Scott, wanted a different name on the team. Deanna, or his girlfriend, she was terrified when I stopped and looked at him like I was gonna do something. But I loved him. I cared about him. But it hurt that he thought so little of me. He thought that little of me. Kids, kids, kids would be kids. Right? You go on different roads when you're a kid. That's what it's all about. In high school, you go on a road and you learn. Right? That's what life is. Life can be so complicated. If you get on one road, or you learn from different mistakes. God's so beautiful. He's wonderful that He allows us with grace. So maybe mankind was meant to be perfect, or meant to be like God Himself. But we go on different roads in life that different demons, different evils come into our lives in our temple. Depending on if you're a psychiatrist, you're subconscious. And we got to learn. I was always going to group after group after group, trying to fit in, and trying to fit together.